What's up to all you marks out there? My name is Patrick, and you are tuned in to the Exposed Turnbuckle. Thank you for tuning in again, as this is the second episode of Hot Spots and Total Flops. I'm going to cover the best and worst of this week in WWE. Who had the best match? Who brought their mic skills? Who went to Bonchamania this week? All that and so much more on this week's episode of Hot Spots and Total Flops. So without further ado, let's get it. And the best match award goes to Sasha Banks versus Alexa Bliss. The best match includes the story around it, and there wasn't much competition for best match this week, so I'll have to award it to Sasha Banks versus Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss is the new bully on the block, and she's picking on little old Bayley. Sasha Banks comes to defend her friend's honor. So an impromptu match between Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss happens, and it ends with Alexa Bliss simply having enough and just letting herself get counted out. As she's making her way to the back, Bayley grabs her. Alexa breaks free and runs to the back. Then as Bayley has her back turned, Alexa comes back out and she lays out the champ and disappears to the back again. Alexa's range and heel tactics continue to impress. This reinforces Alexa's staple on her new show. Alexa and Charlotte trade spots as the top heels on their respective shows, and this was a gem of a performance for Alexa Bliss. And the worst match of the week goes to the Beat the Clock 4-team tournament to decide the number one contender, with the first match American Alpha versus the Clones and then Breezango versus the Ascension. First off, this gimmick itself is a joke. Why would us, as wrestling fans, who already feel that the matches should go on longer, want to watch a match where the competitors are trying to finish quickly? So a puzzling win by American Alphas over the Clones, who got a win over them last week, but I guess making them both equal garbage in the eyes of upper management. It takes them 5 minutes 17 seconds. Second match in the tourney is Breezango versus the Ascension. Breezango wins in half the time and they get a number one contender spot. Give me a break. I mean, the WWE literally values nothing in the tag team division. Why couldn't it have just been an 8-man tornado tag? Just a lazy gimmick tourney to bury American Alpha a tidbit more. I almost feel that this was in the works for the Revival to win this Beat the Clock tournament, but due to injury, instead of scrapping the idea, they just went along with it and penciled in Breezango for the time being. Best promo of the week goes to, and this was hard because this was the most deep category of the week, as most of the content this week was indeed promos. I'd again have to give it to Jinder Mahal. He has given us 2 weeks of quality mic time. He interrupts Randy Orton, angrily asks Orton how he could disrespect and overlook him. He's painting a picture to slowly dig the knife of hatred into the fans so he can twist at will. It's a slow build, but Jinder's delivery and charisma has been off the charts the past 2 weeks. The promo apexed when Jinder lays out Orton with the help of the Bollywood Boys and is shown leaving the arena with Orton's title. Jinder is making a splash in a big way, and for his career's sake, I hope he hits this opportunity out of the park. Worst promo of the week goes to Dolph Ziggler. Watching him try to get his god-awful Michael Jackson comparison promo over on Nakamura tonight was painful. The crowd was dead all night, and it did Ziggler no favors, no reactions, just silence. He fumbled through the Jackson stuff, and he really didn't say anything that could strike a nerve. He said when he looked up what Nakamura meant, and he said it meant weak, overrated, and a freak. Wow. Japanese conversations must be really interesting with 3 vastly different meanings to a word. I guess they probably just guess what they mean and go with it. Then Ziggler tries to attack Nakamura, and Nakamura fights back, has him lined up for the finisher, and Ziggler has to retreat. So not only do you not beat up the face or really dig into him, you are forced to retreat. Total garbage. And the best move of the week goes to current WWE Women's Champ Naomi. She really had a smooth match with Charlotte, great chemistry, and a lot of versatility. At one point, Charlotte was on the offensive, and Naomi flipped over the top of Charlotte, came down in a sit down position, and essentially stone cold stunnered Charlotte. The only thing that would have been more amazing is if Charlotte did the Ric Flair front face fall he used to do so much, and that would have been the cherry on top. But this move stuck out to me the most this week as the most interesting move of the week. Naomi is an intriguing wrestler. Her athleticism and creativeness can awe you, but she's definitely an all or nothing competitor. She will either wow you or leave you going, wow, she really fucked that up. But Naomi puts on a great match this week, so props to the champion. Worst botch of the week. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. The worst botch. And here's a hint. It's not a wrestler. This week, the worst botch is going to be a team award, and we are going to give the gold to WWE Creative for two of the crappiest finishes I've seen in recent memory to a Raw or SmackDown show. And this week, we were extra lucky because we got a crappy ending on both shows. First, the ending to Raw. Miz's mystery partner will come out of the back, so Miz is forced into a handicap match. Why? Why would the two faces gang up on a heel? And what was the point of Bray not coming out immediately? Later on in the match, he appears in front of Ambrose and goes Sister Abigail crazy on everyone, including The Miz. Then we get to SmackDown. The highlight match of the night, Naomi vs. Charlotte, for the WWE Women's Championship was ruined by a run-in from Natalya, Ellsworth, Carmella, and Tamina. This proves nothing. If this turns into a 3-on-3 click war, I'm going to throw up on everything I love. The match was actually going quite well. No botches or anything to complain about. The flow was there, and I was intrigued. But the big bad nobodies of SmackDown had to hijack the closing segment. For what? To prove that 4 people can beat up Charlotte? They're just gonna get jealous of each other and break up anyways. I weep for their future endeavors. Alright, so that's going to do it for me on this week's episode of Hot Spots and Total Flops. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like this video, be sure to subscribe, and if you have any comments, drop it in the box below. So until next time, you crazy kids, see ya.